Okay, so we're here on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations, and today the news is really about this Tether hack. Tether got hacked, Tether USD that is, so US dollars on the blockchain. Basically, it represents US dollar value on exchanges, so you can trade in and out of US dollars from other cryptocurrencies and hedge against US dollars. There's a lot of controversy surrounding Tether and the fact that they're just printing money, basically. They're printing US dollars. But some banks have stopped dealing with them because of this. And so we saw them in the news a couple months ago because of this controversy where the banks stopped dealing with them. Bitfinex, the exchange Bitfinex, kind of either bought or took ownership of Tether, and then people were worried about what was going to happen because obviously governments are trying to restrict access of Tether to banks because they're not doing things legally. So there's a lot of amateur vibes that come from this Tether company. And again, they got hacked. So I'm sure this is going to drop the price of Tether. They're trying to follow the price of US dollar, and I don't know how they do that. And no one really knows how they can do that other than just copying the price of US dollar over to their coin. We know there's some other coins like Steemit dollar that tries to follow the US dollar, but it doesn't stay exactly the price of the US dollar. So they got hacked. Okay, so we're here on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations, and today the news is really about this Tether hack. Tether got hacked, Tether USD that is, so US dollars on the blockchain. Basically, it represents US dollar value on exchanges, so you can trade in and out of US dollars from other cryptocurrencies and hedge against US dollars. There's a lot of controversy surrounding Tether and the fact that they're just printing money, basically. They're printing US dollars. But some banks have stopped dealing with them because of this. And so we saw them in the news a couple months ago because of this controversy where the banks stopped dealing with them. Bitfinex, the exchange Bitfinex, kind of either bought or took ownership of Tether, and then people were worried about what was going to happen because obviously governments are trying to restrict access of Tether to banks because they're not doing things legally. So there's a lot of amateur vibes that come from this Tether company. And again, they got hacked. So I'm sure this is going to drop the price of Tether. They're trying to follow the price of US dollar, and I don't know how they do that. And no one really knows how they can do that other than just copying the price of US dollar. People for the people and benefited by the people. And nobody can change it, control it, and have power over it and own it. But we see people trying to own it. That doesn't change how humans are. Humans like ownership. Humans like to own things. And so when we take something that's unownable and place it into our society, we see people trying to own it and trying to control it. And obviously, humans like war and humans like to fight and argue. And sadly, we have not evolved past this. We've created technologies that evolved past this, but we as humans have not evolved past this yet. And so we're going to see a lot of drama. But thanks to Bitcoin and the way it's set up, Bitcoin always thrives off of drama. So Bitcoin has a decent price today, around 8,100 to 8,200 US dollar. That's about, it's going to be reaching 11,000 Canadian dollars here. It's already past 10,000 Canadian dollars, and we see with the Canadian dollars, the US dollar follows shortly after, and within a month or two after it's hit the Canadian dollar mark, it then hits that mark in US dollars. So watch for the 10,000 US dollar here by the end of 2017. Dash is at $500, which blows my mind. And I was thinking this last week that just because Dash is at 400 does not mean that it can't go higher. And the fact that we see that it's at 400 actually tells us that it likes to go up, and it's going up right now. There are things that are pushing the market and pushing Dash up. And if you get on now, you can still follow that. And I think Dash should be a $1,000 coin pretty soon. So I'll have to buy up a little bit of Dash. And as well as Monero, I see Monero going towards the $1,000 mark too within a year or so. Lisk is going to hit that $10 mark. And then, here's Tether US dollar here. And it's 0.996 cents. So it's not exactly $1 US. And I wonder how that really affected Tether, the hack. We can see they have a website, see their social media if they're talking about this at all. Critical announcement. So that's their announcement that Tether just got hacked. And that's why when you follow these tokens, you will get their news right away, or you just follow us and hit that bell down below. So this is their critical announcements. This money was removed from the Tether Treasury wallet, which should have been offline. But I know there's probably a lot of Tether used daily, so they have to keep a big chunk online. We were going to today do a couple reviews for you of some of the top tokens, and they may have moved a little bit, so I'm sorry. One of them was PayPie. I just recorded this video about half an hour ago, went to go edit it, and I didn't record the audio. So we're doing this again, and it's a bit later. And it shows you how these coins move, because Feathercoin was in our top gains. And I thought, what a perfect opportunity to do a review of Feathercoin. It's down a little bit now, but it still is in pretty good gains. There's just been other gains as well that have pushed it down a bit. So we're going to do Feathercoin and PayPie. PayPie here just got released on Ether Delta, I think not long ago. So they have Twitter and Reddit. And yeah, they're on Ether Delta according to CoinMarketCap, but their social media said that they were released on Jax. So this was on November 9th. I guess CoinMarketCap hasn't updated the data yet, but I'll have to go on Jax to try to buy some of this. I don't have a Jax wallet yet, but I will be getting one. So moving to their website here, it's basically accounting on the blockchain. And why PayPie, the market, the challenge, the solution. So the market risk score analysis is the core of most major industries within the financial sector, such as financing, compliance, auditing, credit insurance, and review. The market is enormous, and nearly all SMEs undergo through a risk score check at any given time. The challenge, despite being vast, the risk score market for business is permeated with discrepancies and inconsistencies that create a challenge for third parties vetting them. Fraud and data manipulation are between the main symptoms of the paranoia. The solution: enter PayPie. PayPie will bring the definitive answer to the unreliability of this fractured system with its unique risk algorithm. This algorithm is based on blockchain triple entry accounting, which guarantees that the risk score is accurate and fraud-proof. So their product, their technology, and marketplace. So there's lots of uses for this. If you were in the ICO, good for you. That's where you'd claim your tokens. I did not get a chance to get on this one. I was looking at it, but I find it's good to follow them in the beginning and see what happens rather than investing in everything you can. So that's what we did. If we look here on ICO Bench, we can see their tokens PPP. Price in the ICO, 1 PPP was worth 0.0011 ETH, which was very low. People that invested in this made good money, but it's still going to go up. It's out of Canada, so it's the same country that I'm out of. So I'm proud to see anything come out of Canada that does well, which we have a lot of amazing people in Canada. ICO started October 15th and then ended the 16th, so they had a very quick crowd sale that was probably sold out. And we're going to watch their video right now.
Trusting the accuracy of businesses' financial data is one of the hardest decisions that lenders, banks, investors, and auditors have to make. Most times, companies' financials sit in closed and isolated environments away from public eyes. If data is ever needed, it's almost always stale and outdated by months, and does not accurately reflect the current financial picture of a business. Enter PayPie. PayPie disrupts the existing accounting workflows and environment by bringing transparency to companies' financials. Journal entries are a crucial part of the accounting DNA of businesses. And PayPie, they'll get hashed to the blockchain, giving smart contracts a complete visibility into profits and losses, balance sheets, and assets and liabilities to determine how risky a company is to lenders. PayPie brings the world's first risk algorithm that depicts a 100% accurate picture of businesses' financial health to lenders, auditors, accountants, insurance companies, and tax authorities, saving them billions in overheads. PayPie, world's first blockchain accounting platform. Learn more on paypie.com.
Yep, you'll never have to hire an accountant after PayPie. So, just a little side note down here, Crypto Friends is throwing a hypathon. Throwing a crypto hypathon. So it's going to be in Singapore, November 29th to 30th, and you can find this on the Crypto Friends website. And there's going to be some interesting stuff going on here. And I like the way they did their artwork and the branding of this. It's awesome. So all these wonderful people are going to be there. So I'm going to see if I can get there, and you should too. Moving on to Feathercoin. So Feathercoin was one of the first ICOs. I don't even know if they had an ICO, but one of the first tokens ever created. It was created after Bitcoin and Litecoin. So it's basically an ancient cryptocurrency because time goes by a lot quicker in the cryptocurrency space. So they have a market cap of 50 million, 24-hour volume of 8 million, circulating supply of 182 million, and a max supply of 336 million Feathercoin or FTC. So their max supply, their circulating supply, is not too high. It's about a medium-sized circulating supply, and which means that this isn't a coin like Ripple that's going to stay at under $1. It could very well move above $1, and we see that with these prices, I think, right after the launch, or at least right after it came on CoinMarketCap. Is that right? Let's see here. Yeah. So September 2013, and then 2014 again, it was at $1. But if it was something like Bitcoin, it should be a lot higher than it is right now. So that makes me wonder what they're doing. It's had the advantage over a lot of other tokens in that it came early. So makes you wonder what it's doing and why it's not going up in value. So Feathercoin, leading NeoScript altcoin. Feathercoin is a powerful open source digital currency with monetary properties linked to Bitcoin, Litecoin, and a myriad of countless altcoins. But under the hood is something very different. Feathercoin is a highly upgraded and customized piece of software compared to Bitcoin and Litecoin protocols. Based from Bitcoin, Litecoin evolved from Feathercoin was born. The intent to expand, experiment, and build onto the blockchain technology in a manner open to all for participation. Just over 1 year on, this has led to the development of many extraordinary projects, but none like NeoScript. Through the support of the community and hard work of Phoenix Coin's lead developer Ghostlander, we have taken Script where it should have gone, or should have headed years ago now. But maybe they abandoned the program. Who knows? Maybe they, I don't know. It seems like more of a coin for miners. It doesn't seem to have much use yet, and that's probably why the price is down. And they're looking for donations, which, because they're not doing too well, obviously. So there's some stuff down here. Why Feathercoin? Payments are fast, global, and secure with near zero payment fees. Therefore, merchants do not have to pass on the cost of business to you, the customer, meaning you are able to enjoy spending less on the things you love. So it's supposed to be used as a currency, obviously. And maybe with Bitcoin's high fees, this could have more of a use, meaning that the price could go up. I don't know. I think it's leaning towards the price not going up. I wouldn't buy too much of these just because of what's happened in the past. But when you look at the product itself, I could see the price going up. So looking at the charts, it looks like it's going down. Looking at the product, it looks like it could go up. There's something in the middle there that needs to connect, or at least something needs to push the software into and promote the software into the market so that people aren't just going off of the charts, because that seems like what's happening. There's no money to do any marketing. There's no money to do anything. So they, I don't even know if they had an ICO. They might have been one of these coins in the initial stages like Bitcoin that just launched, and maybe that's why they had a hard time gaining those high prices, because that's why ICOs are done half of the time. Because when you sell it at the ICO price, you're creating value in something, and then when you're giving it then the next day for a higher price, you're creating value over time, growing, and then that structure is going to keep going past the ICO of growing with time. So maybe people have learned from things like Feathercoin, and that's why we have ICOs the way we do now. And the last thing, where can you get Feathercoin? Bittrex, Cryptopia, Coin Exchange, and some other small exchanges that probably nobody knows about. But yeah, those are the main exchanges.